Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We are Last Night Productions with another rendition of Last Night We Watched. I'm your host, Carlos. With me today, I got Simpantha. What's going on, Sam?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good. We got Ian. How you doing, Ian?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good. Ian suggested that we go see the latest action flick from John Woo in theaters this weekend. It's called Silent Night. It stars Joel Kinnaman as a father whose son gets shot up in his arms by a drive-by shooter, and in like a John Wick fashion, he has to train and get his revenge against those thugs who slayed his kid. But yeah, like I said, this one's directed by John Woo, and I think it's been 20 years since he's made like an American film. He's been making a few films in China here and there, but
Wow,
first film in 20 years, pretty
I didn't know
crazy.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember growing up with him, Mission Impossible 2 he did. There was
Yeah.
another one. I think he started to decline in like 2003 with, oh, it says Wind Talkers and Paycheck
Okay.
in 2003. Just didn't work out. But Silent Night is an entirely, I guess, dialogue free film. There's no talking or no story expressed through dialogue. And it was a fun time. So let's watch the trailer.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
All units, please respond.
Silent Night, everybody. So from the trailers, you can see, of course, his son dies and he gets shot in the throat, so he's struggling to talk. I thought it was just going to be a film about him, trying to navigate without talking the whole time, which he does. But on top of that, like 10 minutes in, I'm like, wait a minute, nobody else is talking in this. 30 minutes in, wow, nobody's still talking. And then the whole movie, they do it without any dialogue. Maybe like one or two scenes where there's like radio in the background to
Yeah.
kind of give like news of the day. But
Right.
other than that, the other stars in this film are Harold Torres is the big bad gangster guy who's going around killing people, and Joel Kinnaman's son. He doesn't talk. Kid Cudi's in here as a detective. We don't get any dialogue from him. It's a tough thing to do, but I think that they really pull it off. What was that Netflix alien movie that we watched recently where
Yeah,
they
or
try to do the
Hulu.
same
I brought
thing?
it up to you
Oh, it
after
was
we were
Hulu.
done watching the movie. It's like no one will save you. No one can
No one will
save
save
you.
you. Yeah, no one will save you.
Yeah, yeah,
Which that one does the same thing. Is there's no
yeah,
dialogue the entire movie through, but I
right.
felt like that one was trying to express more complex ideas, like with the
Yeah,
aliens and what they're trying to accomplish.
right.
So it kind of fell flat for me. But this one is just a classic revenge tale that we've seen many times over. John Wick, of course, is the big one, and there's plenty of other films to go off of. But I think this one was a lot more successful in the silent
Yeah,
realm. Um, Ian, what do you think about Silent Night?
I liked it. I'm glad we saw it. Yeah, I just saw the when we went to see whatever movies we were seeing. Saw the trailer and I had no clue until I read like a few reviews online that it wasn't it lived up to its name of being silent.
Mm.
And I thought that was really cool and they executed it very well. Again, a lot to me I thought they executed it better than the other film we just talked about, the No One Can Save
No one
You
will
or
save you.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, No One Will Save You. Yeah, I thought Joel Kinnaman did a really good acting job, expressing all this emotion without actually speaking, and same with his wife.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and of course the action was pretty badass, and
Mm.
it was nice seeing him take revenge on these gangsters.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah.
I had a
Definitely
really good time watching it.
worth the movie ticket.
Yeah,
Sam, what'd you think about Silent Night?
Um, I'm glad I saw it with you guys, for sure. Uh, I didn't take the trailer seriously when it said nothing speaks louder than revenge. So they didn't speak the whole movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Nobody speaks.
yeah.
yeah,
I really liked the action in it, and it was super freaking cheesy. Um, there's like stuff about
Yes.
the plot that frustrated me, which is like a good thing. Um, like in the beginning when they like their son dies and he gets home from the hospital after getting shot in the throat. He's like taking it out on his wife, like it's her fault, ruins her life even more. She loses her son and
Sam's
her
too quiet.
husband.
We're getting a
So,
message.
oh,
Sorry. The
I'm
fans
trying my
want to hear your
best.
opinion. Thank you, one.
Put it in my mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Is that better, one?
Um, no, yeah, I liked it. It was a lot of action, a lot of good stuff. Uh, when we walked out of there, I was like, I didn't like that movie, but I think it's growing on me now. So.
Well, and I think the one of your big issues was the cheesiness. Do you think
Hmm.
it was very cheesy?
The the beginning when sorry, I'll put this closer. The beginning when he's getting rushed into the hospital, it zooms in on the wife's eyes like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, what? It's like a still frame too. It's not I don't know. That was super weird. There are some shots like that were weird to me, but overall pretty fun.
I like that. You know what? Is John Woo? He's a foreign director who's come to America, made some pretty great action flicks in America, declined and went back to China, and now he's back for his premiere movie. It's kind of fun to have that just extra little spice in there. It's not an American director, you can tell.
yeah,
The zooming in on the eyes, Sam, I feel like that I was kind of cheesed out by it, of course, but also I was like, it's just what he finds cool. It's just how he's directed. I'm like, okay, give me, what are you working with here, John Woo? What are you doing? What's going on here? Okay, zooming in on the eyes. I'll take it. Let's go. Um, and I don't know his like early work, but I think we've talked about it before, Ian, that he's like the originator of, you said gung fu.
I don't know if he like when I think of like like Hong Kong action movies. Like I think of John Woo, like specifically The Killer and Hard Boiled. Those are two of his probably his best movies. They're really,
Yeah,
really awesome.
yeah.
I even like a lot of his like Americans like Hard Target and Broken Arrow. I think he did Face Off.
Oh
Nicholas
yeah,
Cage
I
and
think I saw
John
that. Yeah.
Travolta. That also, if I remember spoilers, but I think that has to do with the dead kid as well,
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
not mistaken. Um, yeah, it's just kind of just when I think when he got to the United States, that kind of the sort of that style of style. You keep saying cheesy. I don't know if I'd say cheesy. Maybe over stylized. I don't know how to describe it,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
but that I feel like that ramped up when he got over here and started making movies in the Hollywood system.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen. I think the last movie that he did over here that I've seen is Mission Impossible 2. I'm not a big fan of that movie, but yeah, I don't know. He's definitely a stylish director,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought he still made a kick-ass action movie, which was very satisfying to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
nice to see that he still can make a really awesome action movie.
Yeah.
I'd agree with over stylized and not because cheesy doesn't feel like the right word, but it's definitely over stylized.
It's like like when you see a Michael Bay movie, it's a Michael Bay movie.
Mm-hmm.
Lens flares and stuff.
Yeah,
Which
that or just it's kind of. I remember for the commentary on Armageddon, Ben Affleck's kind of making fun of the movie the entire time, and he says like most of the time it looks like a beer commercial, and it does. He's right. That's why I'm not the biggest Michael Bay fan. I like some of his movies. Armageddon isn't necessarily one of them, but sometimes it does. It can get sort of like commercial-ish looking or music video-ish almost.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works for me. Sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the filmmaker, I think, and
Mhm.
their execution. Overall, I definitely like more John Woo movies than not liking, at least ones that I've seen. And I think this one falls into the category of liking. I think it's a winner.
Yeah, I need to get into more of his older stuff. I think I
If
saw
you
like
can
a
find
clip
any of
of.
them, I recommend them. They're pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I saw a clip of Hard Boiled and it looks really fun.
Yeah, that was really, really cool.
I think I remember him from this one, the 2007 video game Stranglehold. Did you ever play that one?
That sounds familiar. It had his name like on it, right?
Yeah, John Woo's
Yeah,
Stranglehold.
I've never played it, but I think I remember when that came out.
Yeah, I think that one you can run around, just
Okay.
bullet time, slow motion, shooting everybody in the marketplace. Um, yeah, he's a big name for sure, especially when you see it. It says like John Woo's Stranglehold, John Woo's
Right.
Silent Night.
Yeah, his name carries weight, that's for sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Scarlett, I don't know, did you think it was a little like I personally bought their sort of marriage just going down the drain. I
Oh
don't know,
yeah,
did you
definitely. Yeah, that's
really
that's
Samantha, you didn't like that though?
no, it's very realistic, but I was just
Mm,
pissed that he took it out on her.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was like, "Help me," and hitting the bottle, and she's trying to stay strong for everybody.
yeah,
And just I don't know. It was very realistic, and it made me frustrated.
yeah. Yeah, I can't really agree.
That was good. There was a Jet Li game that was great too.
Yeah, that sounds familiar also.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big name as well back in the day.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean it had a very like standard relationship with the wife, of course. I mean, it was all very standard revenge film stuff, it's very cookie cutter, but I still found enjoyment out of it.
I did too. Yeah.
Which is funny. I don't know how he was able to pull that off because we've seen it so many times.
Well, I think it had the niche of the no dialogue. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that
Yeah.
was working for it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like when we went and saw Thanksgiving. I just like those kind of movies. I just like revenge movies. That's just kind of up
Yeah.
my alley. There are some I'm sure I don't like, but I thought this one had really good execution.
It had really great execution. I mean, like I was saying, the whole time I was waiting, okay, the next scene, they're going to have to say something. I mean, we got to get some sort of
Yeah.
dialogue. He specifically went to the police station, and I was like, there's no way he can avoid talking to any of these cops. No way. They're going to
Yeah.
break it right now. It's
funny.
over. The streak's over.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then he's just taking pictures of all the evidence on the wall. And then Kid
Yeah.
Cudi's like, oh man, I missed a chance to talk to
Yeah.
him. They dodged it, and it was done really well.
Right. Yeah.
Just to advance the story somehow without speaking. It was great. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Uh, One of my favorite parts was Joel Kinnaman, the father. He was working out, of course, and training and gathering all of his supplies, but he was also keeping a calendar the whole time,
Yeah.
and he had circled kill them all. But then right underneath it on a separate week, he's had start gang war.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah.
And then the next scene is just a big old gang war in the middle of the streets. Everybody's shooting each other, recording it on
Yeah.
Instagram Live or whatever.
Yeah.
That was great. My goodness. Yeah, the action was a lot of fun. I think, were we talking about that? That it might be seen as offensive, or
Yeah. Yeah.
because
I read
it's
some
just
people
standard
thought
like
it was a
thugs.
little stereotypical that they were all kind of Latin and Asian descent predominantly.
Yeah, the gangsters and the bad guys that he's shooting at.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, at the same time, if they were all white people, when people complain about that and how there's no diversity in the movie, it's, I don't know. It's like, how do you win with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
ASAP King says, "Who did the silent character better, him or Nicolas Cage?" Are you talking about Willy's Wonderland when he
I've never
goes
seen that,
to
so
like
I
a
can't say. I'd like to watch that though.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is pretty good as a silent character. Although I think in that movie he's like screaming the whole time,
Okay,
isn't he?
Yeah.
makes sense. Did you guys see that movie?
Ago since I seen that.
Juan bought that on Blu-ray
Oh.
and we watched it with
Okay.
him. Yeah,
What'd you think? Would you recommend it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I might have liked the new Josh Hutcherson movie better.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. They're two different movies, of course. One's for
Right.
like more the kiddos, more story and stuff, but the other one is like Nicolas Cage just going crazy on these animals
Yeah,
and chopping them
the
up
other
and
one,
shooting them up.
the other one kind of piques my interest a little more.
Yeah,
The
Nick
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage one.
Yeah, it was
I'm
fun.
not the biggest Nicolas Cage. It's kind of ironic I'm saying that. You'll find out later, but I'm not the biggest Nicolas Cage fan, but I do enjoy him.
Hmm.
It's, you
Yeah.
know, I do. I'm not crazy about him, but I
He's
do
fun.
sort of appreciate him.
Yeah. What'd you guys think about Kid Cudi making an appearance? I'm trying to think of the last one we saw him in X.
X probably.
Yeah, with Mia Goth, but he's back in this one. He looks good. Instead of a porn star in X, he's playing a police officer in this
Yeah.
one, which is a
Yep.
nice change up.
Yeah, he did it. I thought he did a good job as well.
Is that the Cudi shirt you were wearing, Ian?
Is it the
Cootie
what
shot
shirt?
Cudi shot
Which
shirt?
one?
You, Ian.
My shirt? It's
yeah.
it's a Daniel Johnston shirt. The Hi, how are you? You can't really see it.
Oh, it's like a little alien frog.
Like a frog kind of thing. Yeah. Gotta see it there. What was he saying? I couldn't read what he said.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my Cudi shot.
Oh.
Was
does
he
that
talking
mean?
about my shirt or a shot?
Yeah. I think he's talking about your shirt.
What does he say about my shirt? Is that the cootie shot?
Would,
I have no idea.
Did you
I
ever
don't
do
know
that
what
as a
cootie
kid?
shot
You
is.
do it to your friend's back. You go circle, circle, dot, dot. Now, like you do the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Kurt Cobain kind of made this shirt famous.
Oh.
I do like Daniel Johnston's music though.
Very cool.
Okay, another part that made it. I'm gonna keep using the word cheesy. I know that we're trying to say stylized because that is,
No,
it's a
you
style.
can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Cheesy as hell was that intro showing the drive-by shooters driving next to each other and shooting. I
Oh my god.
was so in. Even though it's the cheesiest thing I've ever seen, I was so in. But those
Yeah.
guys, they're not even aiming at each other. They're aiming like at the floor, and we got like close-up shots of their guns shooting at the doors. And I'm like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. They're not even trying to hit each other. I love it. It was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was fun too.
It kind of felt like, and we've seen this before from other directors. I'm thinking of who directed like RoboCop.
Oh, Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, he's like a Dutchman who came over and
Yeah.
did his interpretation of Americans, and I'm just thinking like that's John Woo's interpretation
Could be.
of
yeah.
Americans is just
Yeah.
wild shooting in the streets, and I'm like, that's what he thinks we are. I love it. It's fucking amazing. It looks cool on screen. There's
Yeah.
cars crashing and fire hydrants, and oh man, so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the action was fantastic, but they could not shoot that guy. Like when he pulls up in his Mustang for the gang war, he's just sitting out in the middle. No one's shooting at him or shooting through the glass or anything. Like, okay, shoot each other, not that guy though.
One of the things he was doing in preparation for his revenge was he was fitting his Mustang with a battering ram, and he put
Oh
on the
yeah,
doors armored vests to armor the
yeah,
doors up. And I lean over to Sam's. It's
yeah.
because
That
they
was
don't
kind of
aim
cool. He
through the
bought that beat up
windows.
Mustang and kind of used it as his as a sort of like assault vehicle almost. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. And he's a regular dude too. He's not a cop. I thought that he was gonna be like a cop or ex Navy SEAL or something, but no, he's just a dude at home watching YouTube videos on how to do like jujitsu moves and
Yeah.
how to shoot a gun and
Did
stuff.
you buy
And
that?
cheesy as hell. I was all
I
in,
bought it.
dude.
I bought
I
it.
was all in.
I bought it.
He did
I was
all
like,
that
I could see
training.
someone. I mean, because I don't really go in looking for realism a lot of the time,
Yeah.
because it's like it's a fucking movie. But like, I was just like, this works. Like, I could just see some dude doing this in his garage at the same time.
What were you
A
gonna
lot
say,
of
Sam?
stuff you can find on the internet.
Yeah. He did all that training and then he gets the first guy back to his house and
Yeah,
fucked it up.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
that's
that.
that's why I bought into it too. Because I mean, how far are you gonna get teaching yourself on YouTube? He
Yeah.
immediately just starts fucking up, and
He's like, I
right.
got this. I got this.
yeah,
Oh shit, he fights back. Never mind.
Right.
he gets like
Yeah.
stabbed in the leg with his own knife.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh my god, that's great. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, there's only two things that really stuck out to me that I wasn't a big fan of. It was the wife's eyes, and then at the very end when they are under the Christmas decorations, and they show the son's face in the reflection. I don't. That's just me being very nitpicky. But those are so, like.
Well, no, that makes sense. The sun's reflection. I don't know if you saw the image from the latest Thor movie. There's a really cheesy image of a kid who's like being astral projected just on the screen, and it looks super cheesy. And everybody
Was that
complained
the one
about.
you guys saw with like screaming goats or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody complains
Really
like
bad
how
CGI.
how bad the CGI is. That's kind of what the sun's
Yeah.
face and the Christmas lights was. It was
Okay.
like a same exact shot. But he's like seeing the light, I guess.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really care. I was just like, it just worked.
Yeah.
Thought it worked.
Bought in.
Yeah. It was the premise of the movie, really. It's like, I kind of, this is his motivation. And it's like, this is kind of probably what this character would be seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many thugs did he have to kill to feel like he fulfilled his revenge? Because he
All
was
of them.
dropping bodies all
All
through
of
that place.
All
He had it circled on the calendar. Killed them all.
Kill them all.
Yeah, that's
He's a big Metallica fan. What's his favorite Metallica album? Kill them all.
Oh man. That final like I guess like the boss's headquarters battle, he has to go up a couple flights of stairs with a pump shotgun. He's taking out a bunch of thugs. That was a lot of fun. It reminded me of John Wick, which I think this is produced by a John Wick producer, isn't it?
Or, I don't. It wouldn't surprise me if it was.
Yeah. Maybe some of the action coordinators helped or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just going up those steps, shotgunning everybody, and it was a lot of fun. And he sets up like a booby trap. That was cool. But then we get to the heroin addict girlfriend, who's like the semi-final boss.
Yeah.
And she starts just destroying them. This lady was like passed out a second ago, but she got a big old shot of heroin, and now she's ready to take on the whole world.
Yeah. Her gun was. I point out her gun. Her gun was pretty crazy too.
Yeah, she had like a little submachine gun.
Yeah.
Great action. Kid Cudi got to do the iconic dual wielding the pistols, which was
Yeah,
nice.
that's right,
Nice
yeah.
touch. Nobody
That's
else
cool.
did. Yeah. Overall, though, guys, what do you think you would rate Silent Night? Ian?
Jeez. movies. Shit, man. Maybe a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Maybe a
Okay.
3.5 out of 5, somewhere around there.
Ooh,
It's above.
okay.
Wow.
It's a passing grade. It's above average.
Yeah.
I might go because it's funny. I think I gave Thanksgiving a 4. Did I? I think I gave it a 4 out of 5
Yeah, that one got a bunch of 4s.
because I think I like that better than this.
Yeah, right?
But at the same time, they're different style of movie. They're different genres.
Yeah,
Oh,
horror
dude.
versus action.
Maybe 3.5. I did enjoy this fucking movie. Like, I don't know. What are those comments?
Devil's Gospel said definitely gonna watch this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Please go see
Hell
it.
yeah. Yeah, you should. It was really good.
Um, I, I might go 4. Fuck it, I'll go 4. That was what I said first. I guess, I'll stick with that. It's the only thing I can take away is like that. There's probably other revenge movies, action movies. I would take over this perhaps.
Right.
Other John Woo movies I like a little better.
Right.
Even like the Christmas action movies I probably like, of course, Die Hard and all that stuff. But at the same time, I just thought this movie had a lot going for it. I thought the action was cool, and I thought the no dialogue was really cool. And again, it was like because we just saw a movie that just did that, and I was just like, that kind of wasn't. I don't know. That didn't do anything for me. And this
Right.
movie,
Yeah.
I thought did it really, effectively. So I'll go 4. Maybe someday I'll regret that, but right now I'll stick with 4.
Nice.
You'll regret it, like you'll want to go higher.
Or maybe lower. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someday I would think like, man, I should have gone higher, but I'll go with 4.
Cool.
4 sounds good right now.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Sam, what do you give Silent Night?
I walked out of that theater. I must have been in a bad mood, but I was hating on it because when we were driving home, I was like, I had fun. I don't think I ever want to see that again. But rewatching the trailer and talking about it, it's grown on me a lot, and I would like to see it again. It was really fun. So yeah, I must have been just in a foul mood or something. But with the lack of dialogue, I realized I didn't even notice it really, that there was no speaking, which is cool.
Yeah.
It did a lot of storytelling without that.
Yeah.
I love the car chases. The action was great. I think I would say like 3.5 out of 5 for me.
Nice.
I'd go see it again. I don't dislike it as much as I thought I did initially. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm like an exact echo of Ian. We're just right on the same level. It was just a fun action movie. Yeah.
And again, for no dialogue, I thought everyone acted really well.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's pumping it up for me too. Is that the acting was really good.
Big bonus points for the no speaking. Being able to.
Could tell like this dude was just devastated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So good. I'm right there with you. I think I give it a 4 out of 5, and I'm just gonna echo everything you said. Trying to think of anything I could add to that. No.
When we got out of all three of us got out of the theater, I said I was like, it was okay. I didn't really like it, and you both were like, oh, I loved it, or I liked it. I really liked it. And then we were talking
Well, that's
about
the thing.
it later.
Don't let us idiots, sway your opinion.
Well,
Yeah, you can have a different opinion, and
Yeah.
I'm
No,
so
what-
glad you do because we're just two dudes.
Yeah, that's the
exactly,
thing
yeah.
is like two dudes will see a guy going on revenge and be like, hell yeah. Like,
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
hell yeah.
Hey.
That's great.
Bottle Jack said, "Is there a contest for who can make the best movie with no talking in it?"
Maybe there is. Yeah, this is like we got 2 within the past like 3 months or so.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
I don't know. Well, so far this one won it. So
Yeah,
this
definitely.
one won it by a decent amount.
Which
Easier.
answers the next question: was it done better than the Alien one?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Bottle Jack. I can't keep on to say an actual name. Yes, Bottle Jack. I would say if you have the chance, go see it,
Yeah.
or
Way
just
better than the
wait till
alien
it
one.
comes out on streaming or something, and you can see what you think. Because I don't know. I think we all. How do we feel about that one? I think everyone else liked it better than I did. The alien one.
I was very confused by it by the end
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like
I
it.
don't know. I just didn't do much for me.
No. No, definitely not.
And I wanted to get into it. I just couldn't really. I don't know if it was because we were, the way we were watching it. Like, I don't know, like streaming. I don't know. There is a lot of good stuff on streaming, but at the same time, I don't know if that. Like, I was watching on my computer. I don't know if maybe a bigger screen would have helped. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be looking a little too into it. I don't know.
Usually I do like movies better on the big screen.
Yeah,
The
same.
purest
Or
experience.
a bigger screen at least on my computer, laptop, or phone or whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, everybody go check out Silent Night in theaters now. And next, we just want to talk a little bit about what we've been watching. Recently, Samantha and I went to Regal Theaters. They usually host these Mystery Mondays where you pay like $5 and then you can go in and see whatever they chose for that Monday. And this one, we got surprised with a film called American Fiction. This one stars Jeffrey Wright as Thelonious Monk. Well, not Thelonious Monk himself, but Thelonious Monk Ellison. He's a writer. Uh, I'll read the description. He's a novelist who's fed up with the establishment, profiting from black entertainment, and uses a pen name to write a book that propels him to the heart of hypocrisy and the madness he claims to disdain. Basically, he's a higher class man who stoops low to like writing low level books about thugs and stuff, and that's what audiences like to eat up. But let us play the trailer.
Did you come to write this book?
What really struck me was that too few books were about my people. Where are our stories? Where's our representation?
Would you give us the pleasure of reading an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, girl, you be pregnant again? If I is, Ray Ray's gonna be a real father this time around. Thank you.
Monk, your books are good, but they're not popular. Editors, they want a black book.
They have a black book. I'm black, and it's my book.
You know what I mean.
Look at what they published. Look at what they expect us to write. I just want to rub their noses in it.
I be standing outside in the night.
Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack. You said you wanted black stuff. That's black, right?
I see what you're doing. We sold your book.
No.
We believe Mr. Lee has written a bestseller.
It's a joke.
The most lucrative joke you've ever told.
Now, is Stag a pseudonym?
Yeah.
Mr. Lee can't use his real name.
Is this based on your actual life?
Yeah, you think some bitch-ass college boy can come up with that shit?
No, I don't.
Can I ask what you were in for? Was it murder?
You said that, not me.
They ran 300,000 copies.
Your books change people's lives.
They're offering $4 million for movie rights.
Yes! The dumber I behave, the richer I get. This has gone too far.
Stag Arley is still on the run from authorities.
You haven't done anything. It's not like they can arrest you.
Wish I could go back to not selling books.
Is it bad to cater to people's tastes?
People want to love you, Monk. You should let them love all of you.
There's already so much buzz because of the movie deal.
Michael B. Jordan is circling.
We want to put him on the cover in one of those scarves, I guess you would call them, tied around his head.
A do-rag?
Do-rag, that's it. Do-rag and a tank top with the muscles showing.
Somebody call the fire department.
Yes, American Fiction starring Jeffrey Wright. Bottlejack says it right here. The more I see of this actor, the more I like him. Westworld, he's Detective Gordon in Batman.
Right.
and now this looks good. I love Jeffrey Wright. He's so
Yeah,
good,
he's a very
especially in
good actor.
Westworld. Yeah, great that he got a starring role finally. Well, I don't know if he's had any before, but Westworld, he was kind of just like one of the side characters. Anyway, American Fiction, a pleasant surprise for Mystery Monday at Regal. Samantha, though, what'd you think about American Fiction?
I love this movie. It was really good. They I think I have a lot to say. I don't know. But
Yes.
it so the main plot is like he's trying to well, he gets kicked out of the university because he's insulting students and kind of being like a hard ass. So he goes home to be with family. He wants to make a successful book, whatever, whatever. He attends that woman's book signing, and she's doing like the stereotypical, like, stereotypes. And later on, they're in a meeting together because they're judging other books, and he was like, "Don't you think that's bullshit? Like, you just spoon fed these people some like what they want to hear. They want this out of you, this like cheesy crap. It's just bullshit." And she's like, "What are you talking about? I did research, I interviewed people." Whereas he's the one that just completely bullshitted it all and made up this crazy story. But along with that whole thing is he's actually having family struggles, and I really like that aspect of it. Like his sister has a heart attack, his brother's gay and he's struggling, just had a divorce, his mom has dementia. He's I like that part of it, that he's just struggling through life and trying to find his way in a kind of unique way. Like, I don't know, I dug it. What about you, Carlos?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I love this one. We get a lot of great actors in this one. An appearance by Keith David, one of
Oh
my
wow,
favorites. Yeah,
that's
he
cool.
makes a short appearance. Issa Rae is that other author who's, writing some stuff that's selling really well, but what Monk feels is kind of like lower level trash.
We live in
And
Ghetto.
yeah,
The title of her book.
and the thesis is kind of like, hey, that kind of, we live in the ghetto writing is like bad representation for black people. And you're kind of just taking advantage of us, but that's what sells. That's what people want to read. They don't want to, take a book from Monk who is writing about, high level stuff.
Philosophy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a really interesting thesis, but then also representation matters. Like Sam says, there's not only are we doing that crazy plot where he says, I'm going to write my own crappy novel and sell really well, but the family stuff in the background and the representation, they have like a beach house, they're a rich, well-off family, but they also, they're doctors, they're writers, they're very well off. So you get that representation, but also they have their own struggles. They're not struggling selling drugs and gang wars. They're, like Sam said, health issues, dementia, and stuff like that. So it's very very interesting way to represent that stuff. Sterling K. Brown is his brother, who's fantastic.
He's a good actor too.
Yeah, his sister's Tracy Ellis Ross, who's a really funny comedian. You saw John Ortiz as his agent in there. Yeah, there's a lot of great actors in this one. It was a lot of fun, really well made. Jeffrey Wright is a great actor. I like him. I would recommend American Fiction.
Yeah, here.
Ian, have you been watching anything lately?
Yeah, at first I was like, man, I need to find something. I found one thing, but now that I think about it, I do have a few things. I'll keep them very brief because I've been trying to catch up on movies of 2023 that I had not seen. Because a lot of people, Red Letter Media just did part one of like their kind of catch up where they talk about a lot of stuff that has come out this year, and we're going to be doing. I guess we haven't said this yet on the channel, but we're going to be doing like what we did last year, like our favorite movies of 2023.
Yes.
And I've been trying to watch a lot of things that I've missed, and I watched Creed 3. And it was all right. It was pretty good. I remember when it came out earlier this year, I was kind of like, I don't really care. Sylvester Stallone isn't in it. Like,
Yeah.
that's my favorite part of the Creed movies is Sylvester Stallone. So, but I heard people liked it, so I gave it a watch, and it was pretty good. I think I liked the first two better, mainly because I like the relationship Michael B. Jordan has with Sylvester Stallone in those movies.
Yeah.
But this one was pretty good. Jonathan Majors, who's now his career's kind of non-existent now, I guess. It's so funny how a lot can change for a guy in a calendar year.
Yeah.
But, he was pretty good in it. He was a pretty threatening bad guy, and it was interesting. Like the whole premise is that Adonis Creed grew up with him, and they have a history together. And yeah, it was interesting, and it was pretty good. And I watched another one. It's on Hulu right now, called Cobweb. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. It was in the
Cobb
theaters
or
for like
cop?
a second.
Is it
I
cops
think
or cobs?
like like a spider web, and they call it a cobweb.
Oh, okay.
I heard a lot of good stuff about that. It was okay. I don't know. I can't really get into it without spoiling things, but
Oh,
it was.
looks like a horror film.
It is. Yeah, it was okay. It had its moments, but overall, I don't know if I go so far. If I'd say it's a bad movie, but I don't know. I didn't really walk away getting too much out of it. And one that just came out, it's called It's a Wonderful Knife. It's like a kind of slasher take on It's a Wonderful Life. And I kind of felt the same way about that movie. Like it wasn't horrible, but at the same time it didn't really, I don't think I put it over that much. The slasher villain in it's pretty cool. It's in this these people on YouTube I watched pointed it out. It's like the killer wears these like white robes, and that's what they were gonna have Ghostface originally be. He was gonna wear white robes, but they didn't want to do that because I guess they were worried it wouldn't show up on film as well, and they were also worried he'd look too much like a KKK member. But I thought
Justin Long's
villain,
in this one?
Yeah, he's like sort of one of the main characters. I thought the villain looked really cool actually, but I don't know. It was okay. I don't even know if I could recommend these. If you have any interest in watching them, I guess go see them, watch them, but I'm probably not going to revisit them anytime soon.
Ooh, I like
Justin Long. He was in one recently that we watched where they like go underground after ending up in a
Barbarian or whatever.
Barbarian, yeah.
Yeah, I like Barbarian better than this. But it's funny, Barbarian, the parts with Justin Long are my least favorite, but for the most part. But
Yeah.
He was okay in this, I guess. He was, I don't know. It's Justin Long, I guess. I don't know. But so the big one that I wanted to talk about, I watched it on Tubi a little while ago. I think it's still on there. And I remember when this came out, it had a lot of buzz around it. And it's this movie.
Oh, you saw Mandy for the first time?
No, so my ex-girlfriend and we tried to watch it when it came out. I think we fell asleep. And I think like a week or two later, I watched it on my own. And I hadn't seen it since, because it came out like just about exactly 5 years ago.
2018, it says.
There's like another cover for it. You can't really see that.
Oh, here we
But yeah, I watched it this time. I liked it so much I went and bought this. This is pretty cheap. It's like $13-14. It's not bad for a Blu-ray. And it's so funny, because we're talking about revenge movies. This is very much a revenge movie. And yeah, it's a pretty kick-ass movie.
Who?
Honda Junkie said, who? Mandy.
Yeah.
That one is very stylized as well. It has a lot of,
Yeah.
looks like red filters, you can tell right off the bat.
Right.
But there's
Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, we went to theaters for that one.
Oh, nice. I wish I would have seen this in the theater. What did you guys think of it?
It was really good. That one's a lot of
Yeah.
fun for a Nicolas Cage film.
Yeah, I think he does a good job in it. I like how it's very psychedelic.
Yeah. Talk about a revenge film, man. This one,
Exactly. Yeah,
that one
I
goes
like the
wild.
bad guys are so insane.
Yeah.
I guess like they got a bad batch of LSD and now they're all crazy or something. Like, it's so out there, and that's what I like about it.
There's that crazy scene too after spoiler alert, his wife passes away. He goes into the bathroom and just takes a big old thing of vodka and is just putting on the performance.
Yeah.
What this trailer says, the performance of a lifetime. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Honda
liked it. I
Junkie
think I
said
liked it even more this time.
Honda Junkie said Mac Jones.
Mike Jones.
Hey Mike Jones.
Jerry,
You ever seen Mandy?
Is that actually Mike Jones?
I think so.
Should I call him what he looks like? Teddy's.
Oh yeah, what did we say?
Teddy said he looks like Jerry. He's like, I didn't know you had Jerry Garcia.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I have to rewatch Mandy. I forgot of how good that movie is.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Sam. What'd you say?
Oh, I said I have to rewatch Mandy.
Did you like it? At least from what you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty brutal. It's pretty
that's what I like
unsettling.
about it too. It's so vicious and mean, and
Yeah.
so, I mean, it's just so awesome to see Nicolas Cage go on this revenge kick.
Mhm.
Pretty fucking cool.
I think wasn't there like a chainsaw duel in there too?
Yes.
Like just
Yeah.
oversized chainsaws.
Yes,
That
the
was
bad
badass.
guy is a super long chainsaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I had a really fun time rewatching it. It was pretty fun.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I keep saying fun, but it is. It's fun. It's a nice style, and thought it was shot really well. I guess they used like anamorphic lenses from the 80s or something, because it takes place in the 80s.
Oh.
And I read that they used like lenses like the wide anamorphic ones for this to get that feel, which is really cool. That's true.
What's that mean? Anamorphic.
So anamorphic is widescreen, pretty much. That's basically the best way I can describe that. Like anamorphic, especially like a 235 to 1. Back in the day, the way that they would shoot like a widescreen movie was you had to use this lens to stretch it, because if it didn't have that lens on it, it would be, at least when you would play it back in the theater, it would be like stretched vertically. So to get it kind of shaped from like all like narrow and tall, I think to wide, you'd have to put this special anamorphic lens on it, and it would be the frame of the movie.
Oh, very cool.
Whoa, is this what it looks like, Ian? It's like
Probably.
looks like something.
Most likely they
Sir.
like that.
CJ. Okay.
Oh, Honda Junkie said that's messed up, saying he looks like Jerry Garcia.
I mean, there's worse.
Yeah,
there's worse comparisons. I mean,
Like Chris's
sorry,
dad.
Mike Jones.
Being
It
called
was nice
Chris's
meeting
dad.
you, though, sir. I hope you had a good time watching us, watching me at least try to play music, and everyone else kick ass.
Sam, have you been watching anything lately besides American Fiction and Silent Night?
No, I don't. No, I'm sorry. I like watching movies with you guys, or with you, Carlos, with friends. It takes a lot for me to watch something on my own.
Oh yeah, we watched Bullet together.
Oh yeah, that was
Did you like
good.
that one? That was good.
Yeah, that we were talking about it. That one has like not a storyline, but a storyline. Like you can't really keep up. I mean, yeah. Rambling. Sorry. Can't pick out a very straight storyline from that one.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. On Saturday night, Matt and Chris and I watched the Blues Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't sat through. I've never gotten through that one.
Chris, that was like Chris's like first time watching it, I think, all the way through, and I don't think he liked it as much as I like it. Oh yeah, Police Academy. Yeah. Police Academy is fucking awesome.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
like that
that's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I really
Really,
adore it.
that one's your favorite of all time, or
No, not my
on
favorite. Not
on
my.
your
What's
list?
one? It's
On
one
your
of my
list.
favorite comedies.
That one was really good, but I think that it made me appreciate the one that came a couple years earlier that we watched with Bill Murray.
Oh, Stripes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it
Stripes is the better movie, but Police Academy. I just watched like every day for like a good while when I was a child, and I probably shouldn't have, but I
yeah.
did. And yeah,
There were
it just
some
made
good goofs and
yeah, it's
gaffs.
just like all the characters are so fun. I like how like each character has their own idiosyncratic, traits.
Yeah,
Like the gun nut, and that like kind of wimpy guy that was just holding the gun, and uh, Steve Gutenberg's kind of our lead character. He's sort of the I don't know. I guess you'd say slacker. He's kind of a slacker, I guess.
like I guess he's not a Ferris Bueller, huh? Ferris Bueller, everybody loved.
Uh, I mean, kind of maybe. The hard ass. Uh, is he a lieutenant?
Captain or
Lieutenant
sergeant?
Harris.
Yeah,
Hightower. Hightower's awesome. He's just flipping the car over right there. The riot at the end is pretty cool.
that is a lot of fun. The riot scene,
Yeah,
I did like that.
yeah. That chick right there, she's a bombshell for sure. Yeah, it's just I've always adored that movie.
Oh yeah, isn't that lady from Sex and the City, Samantha?
Right? Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. She's in Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, nice. The guy
Oh, of
who makes
course,
noises.
Mike Winslow. Yeah,
He's hilarious.
yeah.
Bottle Jack's never seen Stripes, but his old boss used to rant about how good it was.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oh yeah, they said my dad looks like the hard ass sergeant. I don't see it, but
It's a little bit. There's other Christian and I have watched stuff and we're like, that looks like Carlos's. I think Matt Hoffman. We were watching one of the Jackass movies and Matt Hoffman showed up and he looks like your dad, kind of.
oh, that's interesting.
The BMX rider.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah, we've been. It's funny. Like now that when you actually start thinking about it, we've watched a decent amount of stuff within the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Police Academy was fun. I like that one. It
Like,
was fun.
too. There's a
but-
lot of stuff. That's the thing. There's so much stuff in that movie that wouldn't fly nowadays.
Yeah.
I still laugh at like 95% of it, damn near all of it. Like I think it's just so goddamn funny.
I like the really old guy.
Yeah, he's
like doing a presentation at the podium.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
And he accidentally gets a blowy. It's so crazy.
I like
That's
when
a
he goes
great bit.
back and talks to Lieutenant Harris. He's like, "Are you okay, sir?" "Not really. Can I go?"
Goofy.
That
Yeah, that
well
was a good one.
rocked.
Yeah. Oh man. I just have one more. My sister was telling me about Netflix just dropped a new reality show based off of Squid Games. Everybody remembers Squid Games.
I've
But
never seen it.
now Oh, you never seen Squid Games?
No.
Oh. Well, this version is like a reality show that Netflix put together. And they pretty much go through the same motions. You have the first challenge, the red light, green light challenge. Oh, everybody knows that. But wait, there's a twist. And then all of a sudden, everybody who thinks that they knew how to play the game, or people who watch a TV show, oh no, now there's a new game. Oh no, now there's a new twist. So
So it's
that
like
one's
the
a lot of fun.
sequel. Is it? It's like a sequel to Squid Game.
No, it's
Oh.
like its own standalone thing, but it's like real people. My dad thinks that they're all paid actors, but they seem like real
yeah,
people, and they're
yeah.
all getting interviewed, and they're all saying, "Yeah, I hate that guy. That guy was bullying me on the field. Oh man, I'm gonna vote him out. I'm trying to get rid of
I don't
him."
know. It very well could be paid actors. You never know.
You never know, but there's a lot of money on the line, millions of dollars.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that
much
one's.
money.
I was getting sucked into it. It was fun.
Nice. That's cool.
The dogs are barking.
Oh, good.
Did
Oh, good.
you guys have anything else you want to share?
I don't think so. I think that might be it. Should we talk about what? Are we gonna try to go and see Godzilla? Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, Bottle Jack. Hopefully he can make it there. This weekend we'll review Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
Which
-1 Godzilla.
-1, which is the Japanese version, which is cool. And then we recently got the trailer for the King Kong versus Godzilla for the American version. That one looks bananas. There's a lot of memes making fun of it right now because Godzilla and King Kong team up in it, and they're like sprinting through some weird world together with like a power fist and glowing
Did they
pink stuff.
show who they fight? Who they're fighting?
I don't remember. I don't think I really watched the trailer, but I saw
Yeah, I
Chris sent the image of baby King Kong in there.
Okay.
I might be on board for baby King Kong.
Okay.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the new Godzilla that came out a decade ago. I thought it was just kind of lame in the sense that you barely saw Godzilla, and
Yeah.
the King
Big
Kong
disappointment.
movie, Kong Skull Island. It's okay.
I don't really like that one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it's okay.
That one felt like it was trying too hard to put us in that Vietnam era. Like,
It
you know,
also-
we've
yeah.
heard Fortunate Son on a helicopter before.
Right, right.
Predator maybe, you know, which it works really well in that one, but this one felt like maybe like Hollywood people in 20 whatever, like
Yeah,
19
and, like, the
trying to
Suicide
pretend to
Squad
be
movie, how
that.
it was just like it got ridiculous how like many old rock songs there were in it.
Yeah.
Like this almost is coming across like a parody.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, also I think we talked about it maybe like earlier this year, or last year, because I think I brought it up. It also feels like it's trying too hard to like be Marvel,
mm-hmm.
like a Marvel movie. They have a bunch of Marvel actors in it, and then it just like, you know, it's setting up like they do the end credits where they're like, oh, this is tied with Godzilla, and look, we have Mothra and all the monsters.
Yeah.
And it's like they take, and it even has like Marvel humor in it, that typical Marvel humor. It's like you could tell, like, at least to me, like they were really trying to, you know, like, okay, let's just take Marvel and make it King Kong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which,
it's
I mean,
okay. I didn't, when I rewatched it, I didn't totally think it sucked, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and I just never had any initiative to go see the second Godzilla movie or the Godzilla versus King Kong. Just, I don't know.
Japanese ones are fun. I think Shin Godzilla was the last one I saw. Those ones get
Okay.
wild.
I heard a lot of people say that one wasn't good, but some people said that it was good. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. At the same time, I don't know. I kind of get tired of that too. It's like, you know how many fucking Godzilla movies we have?
yeah.
There's a lot of Godzilla movies. It's just,
I've seen that giant box set. It's like humongous.
right, yeah. And I never pick it up because like even when it's on sale, it's like $150. It's like, I don't know.
Need a whole shelf for that.
It's a lot of money.
Well, I've heard good things about the new one, -1, Godzilla
Yeah, a lot of people
-1.
are talking about it. So I'll, you know, as much as I'm kind of done with watching endless franchises, I'll give it a shot. Why not? It's kind of, if anything, it's kind of cool seeing a foreign movie get such a like wide release and people are talking about it. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I like foreign movies. They're fun. All right. Well, expect us this weekend to review Godzilla -1, everybody. Until then, though, I'm Carlos. We got Samantha. We got Ian. Thank you guys for talking about these movies with me. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
Thank you, everyone, for watching and commenting. And thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
We're out. Later, everybody.